Love yourself for who you are and not for what the world expects you to be. Hi, I'm Sheetal, and today I'm going to perform asanas and meditations which will help us be a better version of ourselves. The first pose which I'm performing is called Balasana or the child's pose. I'm beginning this pose by being on my fours, by placing my arms in such a way that my wrists are in line with my shoulders. My knees are in line with my buttocks and my spine is neutral and parallel to the floor. I'm keeping my breathing normal. Now, I'm flattening the front of my feet and bringing my toes together, while I'm simultaneously taking the knees apart by keeping them a little wider than a hip-width distance. I'm gently dropping my buttocks on the heels, leaning forward with my torso, stretching my arms away from my body while my shoulders remain completely relaxed. I'm widening my arms a little more than a shoulder width apart to be fully relaxed. Now, I'm concentrating and taking deeper and longer breaths. I'm allowing my body to relax with each new breath. I'm consciously releasing all the stress my body is holding. You can be in this posture for as long as you feel comfortable. The second pose that I'm performing is called Ushrasana or the camel pose. I'm going to begin this pose by kneeling on the mat, keeping my knees and feet hip-width apart. I'm placing both my palms on my waist, leaning in the backward direction by pushing my hips in the forward direction and bending my head and spine as backward and further as possible without straining them. I'm resting my hands on my feet while I'm relaxing my body and the muscles of my back. I'm holding this position for a few seconds before I come back to a relaxing position. The third pose that I'm performing is known as the goddess pose. I'm beginning this pose in a standing position and keeping my feet 3 feet apart. I'm turning my feet out 45 degrees. As I'm exhaling, I'm bending my knees over the toes, squatting down. Now I'm pressing my hips forward and pressing my knees back. Next, I'm dropping my shoulders down and back and pressing my chest towards the front. I'm joining my hands in a namaste position. I'm looking straight ahead with my chin parallel to the floor. I'm breathing and holding the pose for 3 to 6 breaths. To release, I'm inhaling and straightening my legs, then exhaling and bringing my arms to the sides and coming back to the initial position. The fourth and final pose that I'm performing is called Sukhasana or the easy pose. To begin this pose, I'm sitting with my legs crossed. I'm keeping my spine straight by maintaining the natural curve of my spine. Now, I'm placing both my palms on my thighs, facing the back of the palms, touching the thighs, and joining my thumb and index finger together. I'm making sure to keep my body weight evenly distributed on both my buttocks. As I'm inhaling, I am lengthening my spine upwards while I'm rolling my shoulders backward. I'm keeping my chin parallel to the floor and my facial muscles relaxed. Now I'm closing my eyes and focusing on breathing. I'm simply witnessing my breathing. You can be in this posture for as long as you feel comfortable. Whenever done, relax. Yoga is a journey which begins from self and ends at self. On this happy note, this is Sheetal taking your leave. Until we meet next, keep growing, keep glowing.